I'm making this video in 2026 to let you know that you are more than a conqueror. You have what it takes to get what you need done. I'm not selling you nothing. I don't want you to do anything. I just want to be someone on social media that's actually going to tell the truth. And here's the truth from a Christian perspective. God loves you and has already done everything for you. Everything you've ever wanted to ask for or needed has already been provided for you. But the question is, does God's will line up with your will? And that's a tricky question because what's God's will? God's will is for us to prosper. God's will is for us to multiply our talents. God's will is for us to have a loving, strong relationship with Him. But your will might be different. You see, I'd struggle with that same thing. I'm like, man, what's the will? What's the purpose of my life? And then I realize if my will doesn't line up with God's will, what's the point of having that? There's no point in having that, in my opinion. In my opinion, because I know God knows best. He knows what's best for me, past, present, and future. So why am I going to struggle trying to think that I need to have this grand scheme and pray to God about whatever my mind is trying to make up? I started with, let me lock in with God first. Let me lock in with Him first. Let me be guided by Him to move the way that I need to move, you know? Because you don't have to make it complicated. When I thought about it, I was like, look, I looked at what I'm doing. I looked at what I loved. And I said, why do I love it? I love it because God gave it to me. And I love it because it brings me happiness. It brings me joy when I do it. And I said, right there, I said, well, how can I make music and film glorify God? Simple. Make godly content, you know? Be a good representation of God in your content, you know? I'm not swearing, I'm not showing women. I ain't trying to tell anybody what to do. I just wanted to be here for maybe that one little voice out in the wilderness to tell you that you are more than a conqueror and you're more than capable of achieving the dreams that you want to achieve. The fact is, the dreams that you want to achieve, in my opinion, should be lined up with what God has for your life. And His will has to become your will. And once you figure that out, boom, man. Purpose is just something that you do not have to worry about anymore and struggle and wonder why you're here. You were uniquely and wonderfully made, and God made you special. So in this year, in 2026, reclaim your identity if you don't have it. You are a son, you are a daughter of God. Love to the most highest ability that someone could ever love someone with a unique and wonderful purpose for this new year to bless others and bring others back to God. Boom.